Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurdiana. Now I would like to explain about the topic about current teaching methodology in grammar. As we know, grammar is one of the important aspect of learning English. Moreover, grammar is also a skill that every English learner must have, including students of the English education study program. Okay, the next slide about English grammar. What is English grammar? Okay, as we know, English grammar is notoriously difficult to learn for both native and second language speakers. There are so many intricacies, obscures, and exceptions that it comes as no surprise that different generations of teachers have used various approaches to teaching grammar to train literate English writer. And English grammar has definitions. English grammar is a structured set of rules that govern the arrangement of sentences, phrases, and words in the English language. By using the correct structure, by using the correct structure, a sentence will be perfect. In grammar, there are parts of speech, verb forms, to be, and so on. As for the main function of learning grammar is so that we can make sentences correctly. The word structure is neat, making it easier for people to understand what he means. And then about grammar teaching method. There are two main ways that we tend to teach grammar. The first deductively and then inductively. Both deductive and inductive teaching have their pros and cons, and which approach we use when can depend on a number of factors such as the nature of the language being taught and the preference of the teacher and learners. And then what is inductive and deductive methods of teaching grammar? The first, an inductive approach or inductive method. Inductive approach involves the learner detecting or noticing patterns and working out a rule for themselves before they practice the language. A deductive approach, rule driven, starts with the presentation of a rule and is followed by example in which the rule is applied. And then deductive method, what is the definition of deductive method? The deductive method of teaching grammar is an approach that focuses on instruction before practice. Bef- a teacher gives students an in-depth explanation of a grammatical concept before they encounter the same grammatical concept in their own writing. Okay, and then the inductive methods of teaching grammar. Okay, and this slide explain about, for example, the example of inductive methods of teaching grammar. For example, the students try formulate or conclude rules or grammatical formulas based on examples of sentences it has or given by the teachers. And this is the rule of inductive approach. The beginning, the first specific example, and then practice, and then general rules. Okay, and the next slide, the example of the deductive methods and the example of deductive methods of teaching grammar. For example, Students are asked to make example sentences based on the rules of grammatical, which has been explained earlier previously by the teacher. This is the rule of deductive approach. The first general rules, and then specific examples, and then a practice. Okay, I think now for my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.